Hey guys, and welcome to a new Dungeon Defenders 2 video. I'm your host Mr. Peter, and before we start Prime 2, I want to say congrats to you guys on beating Prime 1. I knew you can do it, and thank you guys for supporting this channel by watching these videos. Now, let's beat Prime 2 Wyvern Enthusiast. With this Prime incursion, they've greatly added more flyers by adding a third flyer lane. Flyers constantly come, so if you hate flyers, have fun. We'll be looking at different strategies on handling the flyers later on. The last thing to note is that besides the cold blood bosses, there won't be any bosses in this map. However, there will be 3 ogres waiting for us on the last wave: Timothy, Jimothy and Gregory. Gregory is the one we need to look out for. He's the biggest brother out of the 3. When he does arrive, we need to go to him as soon as possible. Looking at the lanes, most of them are melee units and a handful of chaos units. However, from the previous primes, we know they love to add more chaos units later on. We'll be using our anti-chaos and anti-melee flamer as always. For the boost aura, we'll be using our range relic. The reason for this is because of the shard boosted grasp. Boosted grasp slows enemies who step inside the boost aura radius. This includes flyers. The bigger the range, the more width and height we'll get. I'll demonstrate this when I set up the defense. LSA for the ogres and to pick off some flyers. Proton for the slow, and the reflect beam for the extra damage. Also, we'll be running the shard anti-air. This will allow us to do extra damage to the air units. If it does get crowded, we'll handle it ourselves. We've got so much height that it will obviously attack the flyers, and if we combine this with the boost aura, the slow from boosted grass will keep them in the aura for a while or possibly get them killed. Lastly, we have the LSA to pick them off. We have anti-range, the flyers are range units, so we're definitely going to kill a handful of flyers. I don't expect 1 or 2 sky gods to clear all the flyers, so having the flamer and the LSA to help is very convenient. You want to set up the defense up here because the flyers, they start high up and they slowly dip down. On this lane, I'm going to push it back here. When the flyers do dip down, they will be low enough for the flamer and the LSA to do cheeky hits. For the remaining DU space, you have the option to wrap the crystal with a reflect beam. This can delay a lot of time, enough time for you to cycle around the map. This is a high risk, high reward option, because if there are too many flyers surrounding the crystal, they will eventually go on top of each other and start attacking from above. It's risky, but it works. The safest option is to have sky god towers. Unfortunately, we don't have the space for 2. 1 sky god can handle it, but if you're unsure and feel safer with 2, by all means add another one. I suggest you take out this LSA. The reason why is because in this prime, no bosses will spawn in this lane ever. The 3 ogres will never come out of the spooky woods lane. It will always be the 3 corners. To simplify it, the ones with the flyer lanes. This is the sky god build we'll be using. We'll be using both poison and earth. If you don't have this set up, any sky gods will do. However, the sky god tower must have the max attack rate. We have a lot of flyers here. We want the tower to shoot out consistently. We still have 400 DU left. What we can do is upgrade the flamer over here. We'll upgrade it 3 times. This should kill all the flyers that come out here, plus it's 1 less area to worry about. We still have 100 DU left. We'll upgrade this lane. It is weaker than the other lanes. Let's start it up and see how horrible it's going to be. These flyers are at the perfect height for the flamer, so we don't need to worry about this lane. These sky guards are doing work on this lane, which is good. Once they're petrified, the flyers should drop into the kill zone. It's really satisfying when you see a flyer petrified and they drop to the floor. These sky guards are doing work on this lane too. It seems like this lane is doing really well. That's nice. Everything is going really smoothly. It's nice to do nothing. On this build phase, I'm going to fully upgrade the flamer on the flyer lane, just to feel completely comfortable and safe. Just a reminder, there are no mini bosses in this prime incursion, only the 3 ogres at wave 5. Usually in wave 2 there's at least one mini boss, but you can see there's none. With all those upgrades to the flamer, they're really damaging the flyers. You can see their health bars dropping fast. If the flyers do get past somehow, we have sky guards ready for them. Plus, I'm here too. Besides the annoyance of assassins, it looks like it's going to be a chilled prime. Of course, you do want to keep an eye out on this lane, however it's been upgraded and it seems fine so far. Again, just to show you guys, no bosses, let's start it up. I'm trying to imagine players without large flame auras and what they can do. They can upgrade the Skyguard to deal more damage, and they can upgrade the LSA. The LSA are slow at attacking, but they do deal damage to the flyers. I don't have deadly strikes on them, I'm just using the range gambit given from the Ascension tab, and they have really good range, enough height to zap the flyers. Man, flyers are so damn slow. Come on fella, speed it up. I'm pretty sure there should be kobold bosses in this prime. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I thought this lane might have a kobold boss because of the red bar on top, but it's just tons of units coming out. It's fine. As what I was saying, there should be kobold bosses in this prime. I'm pretty certain of it. It's possibly the last wave it will show up. Sorry if I'm not talking much or giving any tips or advices. There's not much to say. It feels like a normal Chaos 7 expedition but with more flies and less bosses. Just to recap on our strategy, we've positioned our auras to deal as much damage to the flies, we have sky guards to pick them off, and we also have the shard anti-air so we can deal extra damage to the flies. We do have a lot of tools, but it's good to have a lot of tools. Sometimes things go chaotic and we need those tools to counter them. If these flies were a lot tankier, I could see this prime being a lot harder. We are in the last wave, and we should be getting 3 ogres. There's one in this corner, there's one in that corner, and there's one over there. What we're going to do is use our remaining greens and upgrade our LSAs. It's really important that we do this because we don't want to lose on the 5th wave. In any incursion or prime, if you fail a wave, you start from wave 1 again. So let's try to avoid that. Oh. We have a Timothy with 132 million health, quite a lot of health. If you have anti-mini boss on your LSA, they should shred bosses. Of course, if you don't have strong LSAs, you want to prioritize the bosses first. Go to the lane and DPS them. A decent built monk should do the job. Jimothy is here, and that health bar dropped quick. I didn't even get to check how much health he had at the start. I think it was 150 million or 160 million, not sure. About time, Gregory. Save the best for last. He has 327 million health. That's a long way from an average Chaos 7 boss. A average boss in Chaos 7 is about 40 or 50 million, so this Gregory is really beefy. That will be Prime 2, Wyvern Enthusiast. Remember, all the defenses are in Chaos 7, besides the Reflect Beam of course. You guys can do it, you just need the right mods and the right shards. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more DD2 content. Take care guys.